Hi, this is Stefan from Mel365. So today I'm here in Coron in the Philippines, and this video is about where to stay in Coron. What is the best place, the best area, the best island to stay in Coron. Now, the first thing I want to tell you is that when you fly to Coron, actually you're flying to Busuanga Island, which is the main island where you can find Coron town. So once you fly in the airport, which is right in the middle of the island, then you take a van and you can go straight to your accommodation, either with a van or with a van plus a boat. Now, what are the best places to stay? The first place I want to talk is Coron town. Coron town is about 30 minutes from the airport, south of the airport, and this is the town which works best if you're thinking to come to Coron just for a few days to do all of the experiences and trips. What are the experiences and trips here? These are the boat trips that will take you to lagoons, to beaches, to island hopping, or even diving if you want to do dives. And you know, this is one of the best places I have ever seen in my life. I've been staying here now for a week, and every day is really incredible. Busuanga itself, the main island, doesn't have amazing beaches. I wouldn't stay here for the beach itself. But it's a great base to go and explore the rest of the Coron area. Now, what do we have north of the airport is the north coast, and there are also a few islands, of which one has a private resort. It's a private island with incredible sand, white sand, and a diving center too. This is a place you may want to stay, the north coast of the islands, close to the north coast, if you want to have a bit of isolation. The only thing is that you are basically stuck with any food option. You have to stay in the resort, and you're going to spend the whole time in the resort because there is not much on the north coast. Another possibility is to stay on the west coast of Busuanga. Now, if you want to stay on the west coast, again, it's more isolated, but there is more life. So there are a few food options there and here. And there is also a fantastic waterfall, which is Concepcion Waterfall. I was there a couple of days ago. I really enjoyed my time. It's about 10 minutes from the main road by foot. And when you go there, it's a sort of a waterhole, so you can have a swim, relax. This is a great spot also if there are all of the experience and boat trips are stopped because maybe of the weather, maybe it's raining. So just take either a tricycle or one scooter and go to the Concepcion waterfalls. The last possibility is to stay in one of the many islands south of Busuanga, of the Busuanga main island, so south of Coron. If you stay there, what you will have is again isolation. Will be you into the resorts. You can have a fantastic romantic stay there. There is also the possibility to stay in few of the beach huts. Some of them don't have fresh water, so you will have to compromise on that for showers and washing. So if you plan to stay in, if you want to have a few days like that, just buy and take with you one of the soap that works and doesn't pollute the sea and works with salty water. So let's summarize a little bit here. If this is the first time you come to Coron, then I would probably suggest to stay in Coron town. And the reason is that Coron town is where you will have a possibility to book your trips, to go island hopping. There are plenty of options here. So once you are in Coron town, you can organize that maybe the night before, and they always find a spot for you. I always organize my experiences around maybe 7 p.m, even 8 p.m, and no problem, the day after I have my trip organized. They are very flexible, easygoing. If you're traveling as a family, I guess you have a couple of options here. In this trip, for example, I'm traveling with my 5 years old kid, and I stay in two places. One was an island in front of Buswanga, the main, and it was a good island actually, because it's called Discovery Island. It's only 10 to 15 minutes by boat to Coron town. It's super quiet. I went there and I had my kayak time with a boy. I really enjoyed my trip, my stay there. I had easy access to town, which means basically I could go down to Coron maybe for dinner, organize my trips, and the morning after 7 o'clock go down to town and have my trip started. 8 o'clock, 8:30, usually they start between 8 and 8:30. So I was very flexible with my time, but still I had a quiet place to sleep, and swimming pool, lovely view. What do you want more? And the price was not incredible. I mean, I think I paid something like probably $50 more or less, or $60, so it was a very good price for what I got. The other possibilities for families is to stay in Coron town, but not in the center of Coron, where it can be a little bit noisy, especially on the main street, but you stay a little bit outside of Coron town, maybe 1K, 500 meters from Coron. In this way, you can always go for all of your trips organized, snorkeling, but you can have a quiet night and sleep well. I am, for example, now in a fantastic resort, again, about $50, about 1 kilometer from the town, and I can go down with a tricycle in about 5 to 10 minutes, and I pay 50 cents of a dollar. I mean, you can't really beat that. You have everything, quiet, and the possibility to go and do the experiences. Moreover, if you actually book your experience at night, you can say which resort you are, and they come and they pick you up. So you don't even have to pay actually for a tricycle to go for the trips and for the highland hoppings. If you are looking for an accommodation on a budget, then Coron town is still the winner here, because Coron town has all of the hostels and cheap accommodation. You have to deal with the fact that most of these accommodations are in the main street, which means be prepared for some noise. If you are traveling as a couple and maybe you want to have a romantic time, then go on the north coast or the west coast. North coast tends to be, and especially the private islands, tend to be more expensive. The west coast is cheaper, and it's about 40 minutes from Coron town. And this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned and see you in the next location.